we want to bring music places to have a good time. To like, it's not about staring at your feet or a band that's like, oh, I'm so bored right now. We're about giving it 150% and making a fool out of ourselves if necessary, and just trying to like, I don't know, make it fun.
I went and saw this band, and I was like, man, drums look like fun. I want to learn how to play drums. And I got a hand-me-down set from a friend, and Matt had played guitar and bass in bands before, but he had this keyboard he wanted to figure out. And since I was trying to learn how to play the drums, he's like, well, let me figure out a keyboard. And then maybe a couple weeks went by, and our friend was like, you're going to play the show. And we're like, we're not a band. He's like, no, you're going to play the show. And we didn't have a band name, so they put us down as Matt and Kim. We're like, okay, that sticks. And then we played 3 songs in a basement in Queens. Yep. And then either people were really nice and kept asking us to play because they felt bad for us, or maybe we did something right. And then we just kept playing shows in New York, and it just kept growing. Starting this, we didn't even think we were a band. So the growth has been kind of this nice, just upward motion where we never said we need to do this. It was just like, oh, shows are getting bigger. This is cool. Oh, you want us to fly here to do this? Sure.
That's no expectations. We just did whatever. Like, that'd be fun to do, and that's what we did.
Yeah.
I think it's both because they're very different vibes. I mean, and in a good way. Like, we love playing festivals. We play a lot of festivals, and I think we have the ability to take an audience. Maybe for people who, there'll be the people who know us, and then there'll be a lot of people who don't know us, and we can take those people who don't know us and get them into it. It's not like there's some bands you have to know the songs, and we're not that band. So like, I feel like we can win an audience over on the first listen. But then there's some times where you play in a theater or a club or something like that to all people who know your music, and that's a pretty special feeling too. It's like, oh, I can see like everybody singing along. Yet we love the challenge of making new bands.
Yeah.
What do you spend on tonight?
We're gonna make a shit ton of fans.
I
hope.
Yeah.
We were talking about it, so being that I only speak English, communicating, because we talk a lot in between songs, we like to connect with the fans. How much of the audience will understand me?
I don't know, maybe 50%? Maybe, yeah.
Okay, I should have learned
maybe
Spanish.
40. Maybe, I don't know.
Good to keep it by. We'll keep it
but
short.
But if I said vagina, shake it, booty. Okay.
Wiggle
everywhere.
Universal language. Booty is a universal language.
Some words that everybody knows.
Okay, good. Those are basically the only words I say, so. mostly Matt's ideas.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Your ideas.
Yeah, and I think that's what's kept it focused as far as having a catalog of music videos that people seem to connect to, is that all the ideas come from us. Almost. There's a couple that work. But when I think in that way, it becomes they're very bad. You know, I always say it needs to be like one sentence that you're kind of like, I like to see that, whether it's like Matt and Kim beat the shit out of each other, or Matt and Kim strip their clothes off in Times Square, or Matt and Kim do a choreographed dance in bed together, or Matt and Kim get food thrown at them. I don't know.
We've done Primavera, we've played in Barcelona before, Madrid. Yeah. I feel like for us, sometimes going to Europe, there's maybe like, or even like, you know, say the UK, like, they like maybe a little bit more downer music. And I feel like when we come to Spain, they're like, we want to party, we want to have fun, and I think we make more sense here than anywhere else.
Well, it just depends. I think, yeah, some people are, you know, it seems like people like to have a good time in Spain, so that's our mix. And this festival seems like a great time, so we're really excited to do it tonight.
The last question, who inspired you?
I'll say I went to go see the Dickies play, and that's the show I was like, I want to play drums.
I say for me, it was my brother. When I was like 13 and he was 14, he got a guitar. And I was like, guess I got to get some bass now, you know, so we can start a band together. So, and he got into punk rock, and I got into, you know, just whatever he got into, I got into. So I thank him a lot. And all the older brothers out there who've gotten their younger brothers into stuff.
Some surprise for the concert tonight?
Well, you know, hopefully we will surprise the audience, especially, you know, people who don't know about us. I think we put on a show that if you know the couple singles or whatever, you're like, oh, they're like an indie band, but I don't think you know what's in store for you. So in that way, the whole thing is a surprise. Yeah.